Hey guys, hope you are all well. It is Master Flash and welcome to Interlagos. We are in Sao Paulo for this week's career mode race and it is Interlagos. As you can see, this is the last half of qualifying, the last Q3, and try to go out and improve on my lap time of 107.9, and this is the best I could do. I could not improve it any further due to the rain coming in the last little bit. But as you can see, there is the man's helmet, Ayrton Senna's helmet. Ayrton Senna was an absolute legend around here, but I managed to stick it on pole for this week's race and only managed to beat Hamilton by 1/10. I was quite lucky really, because if the rain hadn't come in, I think I would have not qualified in P1, which is pretty much irrelevant because this rain is with us for the first part of the race, and going into a race where you need a significant amount of downforce, and I am running a dry setup, it's going to be a very, very difficult race. But when you get jumped in a pit stop by first your teammate and then by the guys behind you, it all goes horribly, horribly wrong. You can say I was homeschooled by Hamilton, which isn't great, but the main thing is you can't win them all, and yeah, I am miles out. I've won the championship, so I don't mind conceding a race or three, and what better place to do it than in Lagos. This circuit is one of those circuits where, pretty much like Kota, if it goes right, it goes awesomely right. If it goes wrong, it goes really, really wrong. But with lap times of an average of 110, 112, you can really, really claw some time back, especially over the longer races. But that's good to see. Devon Butler way down in 19th due to a penalty. But it's better the devil you know, isn't it? What do you go with? Do you go with a dry setup and then hope you can become stronger in the latter part of the race after the wet weather disappears, or do you go with a wet setup and struggle? You do alright in the first part of the race, but then you do pretty rubbish in the last part with no grip, etc, etc. Interlagos is it's a catch-22, isn't it? What do you do? What do you do? Which I went for probably the right choice in the long run, because if this race played out over longer laps, I probably would have been okay. Maybe I could have jumped Hamilton in another pit stop, maybe. But we'll never know. We shall never know. But there's only one race. Next race up is Abu Dhabi, which is always a fun one. Well, I say a fun one. It's either you're out in front and you take off, or you are fighting with the rest of the pack. But in the R&D stakes, McLaren are now third in the R&D stakes. They've even overtaken Red Bull. But this is one of those circuits where Red Bull always do great at for just their chassis of their car, and just how grippy their car actually is. So we're going into the grid formation, which it just seems to take forever, but it is, as you saw, myself, Hamilton, and then Weber on the front three, with Norris on P4, which in the later part of this career mode Norris seems to have done really, really well. Just, I don't know, I hope that in F1 2020 they have got somewhere where you can practice starts, because it seemed to have gone really poor at starts at the beginning to then become okay and then to become really poor again, and I can't understand how, why, when that happens. But there goes Hamilton. It takes off, just literally drops the anchor, and he is away. And again, how is that even possible? Was he using a wet setup? Who knows? But Hamilton is a speck, and he is gone. But like Hamilton, I am about to go and leave you with the rest of this video. Hope you guys are all well. I really, really do. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I shall catch you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Peace.
Alright, let's focus now for the rest of the race. ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there. We're not certain which is the best tyre right now, dries or inters. Engine is looking a little worn, power output will be less than optimal. Sat in P2, Lewis is ahead of you. The gap to the car ahead is 5.0 seconds. They're on fresh inters. Norris is behind you. They're on fresh inters. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. 16 laps to go. Is 5 or 10 more minutes of rain before it dries up. Not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover. looks like we'll be running on the dry track soon. Back to dry shortly. Okay, our main competitors in this race are Vettel and Hamilton. Medium tyres at the next stop. Release. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. You'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross over into the track. Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery. We're trailing our teammate by 16.9 seconds. is 1.0 seconds. They're on fresh softs. Hulkenberg behind. Less than a second separate you. They're on fresh softs. The gap to the leader is 17.5 seconds. Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race on this compound. 8 laps to go. Keep managing your tyres. Manage your tyres. Great work. That's a new fastest lap for the race. Radar is clear. Weather is looking good for now. Dries seem like the best tyre for now. shows the tyres are okay right now. We anticipate good levels of grip for the next few laps at least. Sat in P2, Lewis is ahead of you. Our gap to the car in front is 17.2 seconds. They're on old softs. Weber is behind you. The gap to the car behind is 1.8 seconds. They're on old softs. That was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. 2 laps left. Next time by will be your final lap. This is your final lap of the race. Nice work, you did well today. I think the boss will be happy with that one.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. What do you think it was, Ant, that gave them the edge over the competition today?
Well, this was a real team victory. They put together a solid strategy today that appeared well suited to the conditions out on track. The driver did everything that was expected of them in the moment to really execute the team's plan to perfection, a shining example of how F1 really is a team sport.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Some amazing talents out on the track today, but Anthony, who would you pick as your driver of the day?
Well, after a drive like that, it's got to be Devon Butler, hasn't it? Confident, aggressive. You could see how hungry he was for every position he took today.
The Constructors' Championship may be a foregone conclusion at the moment, but regardless, let's look at the standings. It's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. Meanwhile, Renault move up the table with another strong performance this weekend. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.